Hey everyone, thank you for being here. Dawn Burgins Tarot. I'm here with your mid-July 2023 general collective reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So yeah, please forgive any type of weird lighting or shadows you may see. I'm working with what I have. My ring light went out, so just bear with me. We're starting with the Emperor card, followed by the Nine of Swords, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Emperor energy, that is in the placement of your general energy, like is what's going on with Gemini at this time, what they're thinking, what's going on in their life that may be affecting them, albeit positive or negative. I think that there's someone who is manifesting, like they're looking for love, they're looking for a long-term commitment, they're looking for maybe like their forever person, or at least someone who they can settle down with, be happy with. This Emperor energy, you know, they are a great leader. They're someone who takes care of the home. They're someone who makes a great partner. So yeah, and then it's clarified, you know, with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups, so that, you know, like someone has a lot of love to give and a lot of love to lend towards this situation. And as always, this could just be something that you're really passionate about. So if this isn't a relationship you're looking for, then this could be just something that you have a lot of love to give and you want to share it with others. It could be, you know, operating some sort of like non-profit organization, or, you know, helping people in some way, a shelter, transitional, drug rehabilitation, or something like that, something that you're at the helm of. What we have in the placement of advice, or how Gemini should be spending their time, energy, efforts, we have the Nine of Swords. And that is clarified by the Page of Wands and the Chariot. So to me, this is saying for some people, again, someone is trying to put someone in this placement of the Emperor, but they're not ready yet. Like they don't have what it takes. They're not committed. They may be a little bit flighty. They don't know how to be still. They may be kind of a philanderer, someone who gets around. They may or may not be forthright with you. For some people, they may be just, you know, honest, but it could be a situation where this person, whoever this is for, may be thinking, okay, we spend this time together, you know, we spend a lot of time together, we have a good chemistry, you know, we're hooking up, you know, what's the problem? But this person is just not there yet. There's a lot of immaturity I'm seeing. Even if they look like potential, it's still, it's not cultivated, and they still have a lot of growing up to do. And this is kind of sending this person, like, it's stressing this person out. You know how sometimes you get someone in your system and you try to like romanticize, or you start to romanticize this thing because it's what you want. But I think a lot of us have been through in situations like that, and then looking back on it, it's like, okay, we dodged a bullet, you know, thankfully that didn't happen. I know it's hard to look at it that way when you're dealing with it, but once you get past that kind of, I don't want to say it like this, but the delusion of it all, you start to see it for what it really is. So just know that whatever this is, this too shall pass, and you'll be able to see things clearly. Plus, from what it looks like, this is something, there is something coming in that is a lot better. In just a second, let me look at something really quick. Okay, I don't know what I was about to say, but okay. So beneath the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Fool card. The Six of Swords, I feel like if there is someone who you're speaking to, let's say, you know, if you're dealing with someone in your 3D, in your reality, but they aren't really up to snuff. Like you may be associating, like maybe this is someone who you met offline, or maybe this is just someone who you know through work, or whatever the case may be. Like you may be online. If you do have an online profile, a lot of times we kind of become centered in our own environment. So we want someone within this radius, you know, because we want accessibility to this person, but I'm feeling that it could, to open or broaden your horizons a little bit more. Because for some people, this may be indicating that there is someone who is a little bit further away, but who will still be willing to come and meet you, to come and hang out with you, to really show, their interest. Because like this person, it's not really, to me, I'm not getting the sense of them really investing their time. Like whenever you guys are together, I get this feeling of like whenever it's convenient. But I feel like this is someone who will be willing to go out of their way and incur these expenses of traveling and all of that in order to meet you. This person may have children, but in the rare event that this is someone, like let's say you're dealing with someone and they're a pretty honest person and they're like, okay, we can just be friends for now. I have a lot of X, Y, and Z. Someone who is a communicative, because there's nothing wrong with not being ready for a relationship. It's not a law, and as long as a person is being forthright and upfront, then you can't really hold that against them, no matter how much we want it. So if they're being honest, just give them that space, give them their time. That doesn't mean that you have to settle either, though, and just continue hooking up or doing things that you don't have to settle for less than what you feel like you're worth either. So you guys may go your separate ways, and then maybe things will come full circle, but definitely don't sit and obsess over it, or sit and just wait on it while the clock is ticking. Like what's meant to be will present itself. And if a person is being honest with you in this particular situation, when they come back around, they'll be honest with you then. So that's worth acknowledging and giving credit for, even if it's not the answer you want to hear. But anyways, there is this energy of, someone kind of stepping out, going into another environment outside of their own. And then this Fool card is, this strikes me as something new. As someone, taking a chance on love, taking a chance on, a different person or a new situation to be with someone. And if this is, let me think, because, like I mentioned, if this isn't a relationship you're manifesting, if this is something you want to do, I'm feeling like there is the opportunity. It may be outside of your immediate scope. So I know I was on this site the other day. It was a social services site. And they were, paying for like relocation, and they were, paying for, like, they were giving you a stipend to move and all this other stuff. So I say all that to say, to kind of look outside of, if something is not working in your immediate circumstance, then kind of step outside of that box. So what we have here, when I look at the general energy of this overall, I'm doing good on this reading. I'm making my time limit. I'm only at 8 minutes. Okay, so we have the Magician, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Magician, a card of manifestations. What you want, you shall have, as long as you don't force something, because something not working out is spirit, is the universe moving that out of the way for the ideal situation. But as long as you continue trying to force something that's not meant to be, then you are prolonging the optimal outcome, or the best outcome for you, if that makes sense. So just let go and let the universe, because you do have a very special manifesting power. So just be mindful of that. Six of Wands, I feel like this is someone who is very well respected, someone who is who has a lot to offer, some coming in to your parameters, or like if this is a relationship, this is going to be someone who is willing to work on things with you. It won't be like a one-sided event or a one-sided affair like it has been in the past. If this is a situation like we were talking about, if you're not manifesting love, then this is an opportunity coming in. And this is going to be doing something that you love to do. An opportunity that will put you in a, like, people, like, I feel like this people here that are like regarding you or showing their affinity is people that have been helped through some sort of assistance that you have offered. Someone who is very thankful to you for something that you're contributing or bringing to the table, or something along those lines. So again, different strokes for different folks, but let's pull a few angel cards and see what we have. Sign of Gemini. We have for Gemini. What card is this? We'll keep that one just because. Sign of Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. One more. For Gemini. Composure. I'm going to read a little bit. Intuitions and downloads, that kind of speaks for itself. It goes back to this Magician card. You know, you know the answers. If something in, I read this quote. What did it, I'm trying to, let me make sure I don't butcher it. It said something along the lines of, let a person do what they want to do, that way you can see what they would rather do. Like, if you're having to, I'll say it again, and I'm probably not saying it verbatim, but it's along the lines of, let a person do what they want to do, that way you can see what they rather do. If you have to handhold people or constantly nudge people or reason with people, then that's not your people, you know. So I feel like, you know, this is just saying to use, you know, your common sense, use your intuition, and just look for the answers within yourself. You know, don't listen to the outside noise or the fluff or the lies or whatever the case may be. Just follow your heart, because inclination of the heart corresponds to the will of heaven. That's another quote that I wrote down somewhere. Inclination of the heart corresponds to the will of heaven. So yeah, but okay, as far as these two cards, let me read just a little bit on it, and then let's see if I can still make this 15-minute mark. Mother, Father, God, or universe, however you want to frame it. You are connected to the power of creation at this time. Your spiritual parent is enveloping you in their incredible love and filling you with divine energy and inspiration to help you move forward. This card is a message directly from the heart of God or the universe. It is telling you that you are significant and precious. You are loved beyond measure, and the creator power is proud of you. You are being encouraged to have faith and know that anything is possible for you. No matter what you may be going through, you are always connected to the source of creation. Your angel guide is encouraging you to remember this now, that you are being encouraged to have faith and know that anything is possible for you. Again, you're a powerful manifester. Just make sure you're manifesting the right things and the right people. And for composure, we have... Take time to gather your thoughts and energy, because there is a good chance that you're experiencing a buildup of frustration and annoyance at this time. You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being. Again, you're experiencing a buildup of frustration and annoyance, that Nine of Swords. You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being, but at the same time, you don't want to take for granted you don't want to be taken for granted or underestimated. The warrior within you wants to rise up and fight, or at least prove your skills, talent, and worth. But drawing this card indicates that right now, you're not going to be respected or heard in the way that you deserve. So this could be involving this situation. So there's no point of trying to talk or reason with people to make them see your way or make them see what a catch you are. You know, you are a catch regardless. And the right person will see that without having to be convinced. So take time to ask your angels and guides to help you compose your thoughts and your energy. Know that the divine hand of God or the universe or spirit is upon this situation, that everyone involved. Okay. is upon this situation and everyone involved. And there's no need to worry about anyone's karma but your own. Just retreat, refuel, and regain your composure. So yeah, that pretty much speaks for itself. Yep, there's something more karmic, there's something more divine that is working. And again, you need to work with that energy, with what is truly meant for you. And wow, it was hitting it on the head, you know, about being frustrated and being annoyed with this person and having to prove your skills and abilities to this individual or for this circumstance or situation that is not very receptive of that at this time. You know, again, you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You know, the right people that matter will see this in you. So yeah, that's what we have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here again. Hopefully this made sense. Dawn Burgins Tarot, and I will see you next time. Bye.